What's up, guys? Glad to be with you today. Listen, I can't believe it, but it's been a freaking month since I put a video out on YouTube, and in, you know, YouTube land, that's more like a damn year. So I'm happy to be back with you guys, out really early this morning, getting a little training in. And what I want to do today is just give you guys a quick look at my get home bag. Now, this is the Blackhawk Diversion I got right here, and I originally picked this up as just a replacement for my 511 Covert 18, right? So I wanted to replace that bag. Had it for 3 years, and you know, it just basically came to end of life. So I picked this up to serve as my everyday carry bag, but as time went on and I added more items to it, kind of evolved into a get home bag. So thought, you know, this is kind of cool. I got a lightweight get home bag that also serves as my everyday carry bag, because I see a lot of those packs out there that are, you know, touted as get home bags. In reality, they weigh so damn much they might as well be a 72-hour pack. So enough about that. Let's go ahead and have a look at the outside of the pack, what I got inside. I dump it all out, give you guys a look, and hopefully give you an idea of maybe how to build a get home bag of your own, or make some mods to the one that you're currently using. So let's go and have a look at what I got. So first, why choose a Blackhawk Diversion? Well, the answer is pretty simple. There's not a whole ton of covert concealed carry packs on the market, and in my mind, in the type of environment that I'm typically in on a day-to-day basis, I want to have a concealed carry option built into my pack, because a lot of times I can't conceal carry directly on my person. So that was #1 priority that I had in mind when I started looking for a replacement for my Covert 18. Second up was the fact that even though I owned the Covert 18 for 3 years, I was shocked that there was nothing else on the market when I started looking at the beginning of this year. And that's just, I don't know, maybe it's not really a high ticket item, people wanting covert concealed carry packs, but I was surprised to really just find, of course, there's still the Covert 18 out there. There's the new Blackhawk Diversion, part of their diversion lineup, and I believe there's a couple other companies that make concealed carry packs, but not a lot of options on the market. But the Blackhawk Diversion caught my attention, #1, because way back in the day I used to have a Blackhawk Raptor pack. It was the first pack I purchased when I started getting into survivalism and prepping and stuff like that. So I remember that it was a good price, B, it was good quality, and it served me really well. So I saw, you know, Blackhawk pop up, I think it was in my Facebook news feed. I thought, hey, you know, I'm gonna go check it out. So here we are 2 months later, and what I want to do right now is we're just gonna have a look at the outside of the pack, show you guys some of the features, and then we'll do a bag dump and have a look and see what I got inside. So first up, let's go and have a look at the front of the pack. Okay, so here at the front of the pack we got 2 pockets, one on each side, secured with these zippers. Now, I thought these pulls are kind of nice. It's not typically, I don't think I've ever seen this type of design for a zipper pull, but it makes it super easy to open. And these pockets are pretty common on urban style packs. They basically pass through from each side. So this is the top pocket, and then this pocket down here is the bottom, so it allows you to basically layer 2 pockets on top of each other. Directly behind these 2 pockets is a bigger third pocket that stretches from the top of this zipper all the way down to the bottom. Now, there's not a whole lot of depth in this pocket, so it makes more sense to put longer, flatter items in here, such as my battery pack. Right here we got 2 quick release buckles, unsnap, and provide you access to this large pocket right here. Now, what I got in here, I got a rain jacket. Obviously it's a rainy season, so I got to have that in hand. I also have a water bottle. And then, you know, I really have options for how I want to use this space. You know, you can see there's a lot of space in there. It's just a big, empty, open pocket. So, you know, use your imagination and what you end up putting in here. For me, the jacket and the water bottle makes sense for easy access. Now on to the back. We got a heavy-duty grab handle here. Some nice cushion straps, not something you typically see that much in urban packs. I guess designers don't think you're going to be using these for an extended period of time. So I definitely appreciate the extra attention to detail there. With the padding, we got a row of webbing on each side, some heavy-duty D-rings, sternum strap right here, and then finally, right here we got quick release buckle. Makes it easy to drop the pack if you need to with a quickness. So this area right here is where you do your concealed carry, right? All you do, unzip, and like magic, we have a Glock 19 hiding out in there. And this is the first time I've actually seen concealed carry in the back of the pack. And you know, some people might not like it there. I prefer it there personally because the environment that I live and work in, I can't conceal carry on my person. I don't like concealed carry in other spaces of the pack. I like it right up against my back. It's really, really secure in that area. And I have no doubt that nobody's going to get in that space because I have the pack actually on my back. Now, when it comes to actually accessing your weapon, that's a little bit of a different story. I'm going to show you guys 2 ways to do it, and then we'll go ahead and dump out the pack and have a look at the inside. Okay, so we got the 2 options for concealed carry. The first one and the easiest one is exactly what I do with my 511 Covert 18, which is unsling, slide around like this, unzip the pocket like so, and just like that I have access to my weapon. Except with the 511 Covert 18, it was a little different. Instead of having the weapon stored right here, I had it stored in a slash pocket right here. So it was just a matter of unzipping, reaching in, and accessing like so. Now, that's easy enough. You know, it doesn't take any sort of rocket scientist to figure that one out. But what I'm working on, and I'm not going to show you right now because I'm just a perfectionist and I don't have it down pat the way I like it, is actually unzipping this back piece right here and accessing the weapon like so. Now, that's another option. Takes a little more practice, but I think once I get it down, it's going to be one of those mind muscle memory things that just clicks and I got it, right? But anyways, that's enough about the concealed carry. I want to have a look at one more item, the front pocket that we didn't look at, and then we'll dump the pack out and see what's inside. So this pocket right here is basically serving just for tools and things of that nature, right? So I got my old SOG Flash 2 here. I can't believe I still have this knife. It's old as hell, but still working great. I got this little knockoff flashlight right here. Comes in handy. Perfect size for this space. Got a multi-tool, Gerber. Good stuff. Used this for years and years. Never had an issue, so I always carry that with me and use it quite actually more often than what I would typically think I would use it. But anyways, just got a little notepad here. Nothing fancy. Just a couple pens, notepad. I'm always taking notes about certain odds and ends. And then finally, we got this cool little luminous compass. It glows in the dark. You actually charge it with a flashlight on the back for maybe about a minute, and it'll glow for about 12 hours if I recall correctly. So this is just a nice little option to have on hand as part of your everyday carry gear. So got it hooked onto here, and I'm good to go. Now typically on a work day, I would have my wallet stuffed in here. I'd have my personal phone in here, my work phone in here, and maybe one other item. So right now, you know, the space is a little empty, but as you can see, the construction of this panel and these pockets is really heavy duty, and that's something that compares to the 511 Covert 18, which had this same type of organizational layout, but the material was just all over the place and was super floppy, and anything I would put in there of any weight would just like flop forward. It wouldn't stand up well on its own the way this is designed. So I went ahead and took advantage of the more durable design and packed in some heavier components. But as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3 little inserts right there, the large insert right here, and then another larger one right there, and then of course lots of space back here for whatever you want to stick in there. But anyways, that's the front pocket of the pack. It zips up like this, and then of course this folds back and you're good to go. So Blackhawk decided to split this pack into 2 different compartments, main compartments per se. The back one right here is really cool because it's a full unzip, clamshell style, and it gives you another way to access your concealed carry weapon if you don't do it through the other direction that I showed you. And this whole space right here is just nice and wide open. We got a big Velcro patch panel right here, so you know you could put a let's say a couple 9mm mags here mounted in a pouch, maybe a tourniquet stuck on here for quick and easy access, maybe a serious major trauma kit here, just bare bones basic, who knows. Now what I think would be cool, maybe they could upgrade this down the road, would be some sort of Velcro patch panel for this space, but I don't know how well that would work out. It would just be a nice option to have there to try, right? But anyways, what I do for now is when I'm, you know, working 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, all I do is when I'm ready to head out, I just slip my laptop in here, zip it up. When I get into work, it's super easy to access. I just unzip, this whole folds open, and I get what I need out of there. So that's this back compartment right here. Now let's go ahead and have a look at the main compartment where I have the real get home supporting survival gear items. So what you're seeing here are the contents of those 2 pockets that I showed you in the beginning. Now, I don't know, I like to have a little bit of snack food on hand. You know, let's say I forget my lunch, which has happened before, and I'm starving at work and I need just to eat something real quick. I can grab that peanut butter and honey packet there, which is absolutely delicious. Or even better, I can grab that epic meal bar thing I got right there, and that thing is, I mean, beyond tasty. It's made from bison, bacon, and cranberry, and some other goodies thrown in there, and it's literally super dense with calories. 200 calories for that little bar, and about 10 grams of protein, 10 grams of carbs, and 10 grams of fat, in a pretty small package. And it's just downright tasty. And then of course I threw in a couple Tootsie Rolls because they're pretty much indestructible and they taste great. And then finally I got the 32 gig USB drive, and that basically stores important documents that I store on a regular basis. It's encrypted and secured, so it'd be difficult for people to actually get into it if they just plugged in their computer. And it, you know, basically serves as a backup to the items that I keep secured in the cloud. So that's the contents of those two pockets. Could I put more stuff in them? Probably so, but for now this is working out fine for me. So what you're seeing here are the items that are required to support my electronic devices. And in other words, if I don't have this crap available, my electronics is dead, right? So, you know, I have iPhone charging cable here. Obviously, without that, I'm not going to have an iPhone. I also have this little stretchy band, which is good for keeping these cables nice and organized. And then finally, what makes all the magic happen is the Dark Energy Poseidon. Now this is a super heavy-duty, indestructible battery charger I got a while back. I got a video on this, and I use this almost on a weekly basis when I forget to charge one of my cell phones. So this also ships with this heavy-duty paracord wrap cable right here, and you know, combining all this stuff together, I have enough going there to charge, you know, my camera and my two cell phones easily at least 2 times, and you know, without having to recharge. So anyways, that's what got going on in the main compartment. Yeah, I'm probably underutilizing that space a little bit, but for now this is working fine. But we're going to go ahead and move past this and go ahead and look at the pouches I have in the main compartment, where I have the majority of the gear stored that I use, that I need in a get home survival type of situation. Okay, so the first item we got here is a pair of Steiner Safari compact binoculars. I've got to have these in an urban environment because there's lots of great areas where I can get up and get some elevation, you know, whether it's on top of a building, whether it's a ridge top, you know, over on maybe an overpass. Spaces like that give me a opportunity to get some elevation, to see the area around me, figure out any threats that might be in the area, look at landmarks, stuff like that. So yeah, for $100 you get a really good pair of binoculars. I've had these for a year now, and obviously you can see they've seen a little bit of use and held up really well. So binoculars, I gotta have them. They stay stored at the bottom of the pack because obviously they're not an item that I need to access on a regular basis, right? Now here we got a medical kit, and what I did here is I combined the contents of, you know, minor medical here, you know, which is just a little boo-boos, the cuts and scrapes, with the serious trauma items. So you got seal locks, gauze bandages, cat tourniquet, some gloves, trauma wound dressing, and then some shears. So all that stuff combined together should just give me the basics to survive a major trauma event until I can get some proper medical care. And then finally, right here, we got some headache relief because life is full of freaking headaches. But anyways, that is the medical pouch right there. And then finally, we'll go ahead and have a look at the contents of this pouch, which you guys might recognize. I did a video on this a little bit, I think it was either 2 or 3 videos ago. And what I've done is I've taken this pouch and repurposed it with gear that I need just for the 24-hour time period to get home. Alright, so let's have a look and see what we got going on here. On this side, we got water filtration, which, especially in the summer heat, is a pretty damn important item to have in a get-home bag. So what I got going on in here shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody. We got the good old Sawyer Mini water filter, right? Can't beat it. 100,000 gallons, $20 on Amazon. And the only downside to it is it comes with this giant bulky syringe that you have to carry around to backflush this thing, because these smaller filters will clog up pretty quickly. But I stumbled on a YouTube video where this guy took a squeeze bottle from a water bottle, or a squeeze cap from a water bottle, and used that to backflush. Now, he kept his cap on his water bottle, what I've done is I've just gone ahead and put it on the bag since I have a different water bottle on hand. And what I can do is I just go ahead and let's just imagine for a minute that this is full of water, and I roll it up and I squeeze it through here, giving me the ability to back flush this without having the bulky syringe on me, and then I'm good to go. So thought that was a nice little trick I learned from YouTube. This is a good video. I can't remember offhand the channel, but if I do, I'll post a link up for that. Anyways, that's the Sawyer Mini. Of course, I'm in an urban environment, so I need a Silcock key to access those types of water sources. And then finally, as a backup of a backup, I have some water purification tablets. And then, what else? There's something else in here. Oh, right. I got the straw for the Sawyer Mini. So, you got the Sawyer Mini, water purification tabs, and the Silcock key. And all those combined should keep you nice and hydrated during whatever period of time that you're out and you're in some sort of survival situation or you're trying to get home, things of that nature. So I'm going to go ahead and put that off to the side here and look at the contents of the other side of the pouch. Now, I got a chem light right here. I have this Pentagon flashlight. Now, the company, I believe, is out of business, but I still find these lights for sale, and they're really cool because they literally, obviously, they fit in the palm of your hand. It's an angle flashlight, which makes it very easy to operate. There's this heavy-duty clip for attaching to MOLLE webbing. I have a green filter in here right now, which unscrews like you saw. I can easily just screw that back on here, and then I have a regular light going right there. But this is a cool little flashlight, well worth, I think I paid, it's got a little pricey, I'm not gonna lie. I think I paid about 30 bucks for it, but they're well worth it if you can find them still on Amazon. So that just clips in right here. And then here I got a little paracord, which maybe in retrospect I don't need it because I got all the other paracord that I showed you, but anyways, hey, nice to have. It takes up zero space pretty much. But then right here I got a fire kit, and in here, you know, I just want to be able to start a fire really quick. I'm not interested in some sort of primitive bushcraft survival crap. So I got a lighter in here, I got 2 wet fires, and some matches in the bottom. And then finally in the bottom you got this bit of duck blind, which actually makes excellent tinder. So all those combined together should give me a fire within a extremely short period of time. And that's pretty much it for the contents of that kit. What I do like about the fire kit is the fact that I can use one of these gear bands and just slide over it. It's kind of like a Ranger band, but it works a little bit better. But anyways, that just slides in here like this, and then the water filtration stuff goes on this side. Zip it up, and then goes right back in the pack. Alright guys, so that's it for the Get Home bag. You know, I'm not saying this is the ultimate Get Home bag. This is simply version 1. So obviously I'm open to critique, constructive criticism, advice, other stuff to add in here. But just bear in mind that what I'm trying to do here is balance my everyday carry kit with a base foundation of Get Home survival related types of items. So I'm not trying to load this thing out with a ton of other gear, you know, like large ponchos, maybe a basha, you know, emergency blankets, all that kind of stuff that you would need in a longer term situation. For me, like I've mentioned, you know, I'm thinking this is only a 24-hour time period, and so therefore taking that into account, and then taking into account the fact that I carry this on a day-to-day basis anyways, I got to keep the weight low. So, you know, obviously I might have missed a few things. Let me know what you think I should add to this. I'm thinking right off the bat I probably need to add a state map. Nice to have. I know the area, the back and forth routes really well, but it would be nice to have a larger state map, maybe specifically of the city that I live in. And you know, that's one thing I could add. Thinking about maybe adding some sort of scanner. A small scanner might be nice. You know, some other odds and ends that are not going to add a ton of weight, but provide me with a little more intelligence and a little more idea of what's going on around me. So hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Stay tuned for the video that's coming up next. I'm going to try to get it done today. If not, it's going to be shot near the end of this week, and that is version 2 of my inch pack. Now, I shot this video over a year ago, and that was my first go at an inch bag. I think it turned out okay, but I've learned just so much since then that you guys got to stay tuned and see that. So anyways, you know the deal. Get out there and train, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.